Let me know when you're ready.
Okay.
We'll start with your name.
Okay, I'm ready.
Okay. So what's your name, bud?
My name's Jeremy Luis Martinez. My full name.
Full name. How old are you, bud?
19.
19?
Yeah.
How long have you been going to school for?
Well, I've been coming here for since last summer. So like I just just last year I graduated high school.
Okay. Do you want to say what high school you went to?
Went to Arroyo High School,
Yeah, I know where that's at.
which is in El Monte.
My sister went there.
Oh, that's pretty cool.
Yeah, my cousin went there. Shout out to my cousin Isaiah.
Where'd you go?
I went to school actually. I went to Whittier High my freshman year, and then I ended up transferring to play sports at a Catholic school out in Montebello, and that's where I ended up graduating. What was the experience of high school like for you?
Was pretty nice. Well, it was kind of like a bit difficult because some kids would like pick on me.
What do you mean? If you don't mind sharing, be as specific as you can.
But this mostly happened during my senior year. Like, I guess it was mainly during my senior year. And basically, they would just call me names, like their specific name, but I wouldn't like to say it on camera.
Was it derogatory, or just kind of it's a bad name, or does it make you feel bad about yourself?
Yeah.
To think about it?
Yeah.
Wow. And nobody spoke up for you? There was nobody to, hey, stop calling them that, or?
Well, well, some people did, but I did nothing. But so I get upset, and sometimes I would just get into fights with them.
Physical fights?
Yeah.
And this was when you were just fed up, when you couldn't take it anymore? And these were males, females?
They were mostly males, and they were freshmen, I guess.
Oh, they were younger?
Yeah.
And so they would call you names?
Yeah.
This was throughout senior year?
Yeah.
And how did it make you feel?
Made me very upset. Very upset, like that way.
Man, I'm sorry to hear that, man.
Yeah.
So your senior year, you would say some days were bad. You think it's kind of crappy.
Yeah. Basically, because of that, I lost focus from my class. With basically I started doing bad in some classes.
We know that because how they were making you feel was the cause. But what are other causes? How come you couldn't concentrate?
Well,
Was it because you were so angry when they would call you these names that it was hard to focus?
yeah, basic. But no, this would only happen during lunch or break.
Yeah.
But in class, it didn't really happen because since I was a senior, I was in our own class.
Right.
But that would still take my focus out of that.
Was there anybody at that time to talk to? Did you talk to your family about it?
Yeah.
Like who? Who was there?
My mom.
Your mom?
Yeah.
So you have a relationship that's communicative? You and your mom, you're able to talk to her?
Yeah.
Would you like to describe your mom? Not just more her character. Is she a sweet lady? Is she understanding, or?
She's kind of strict.
She's strict?
Yeah.
In what ways?
Well, she doesn't let me do certain stuff I think she doesn't want me on social media yet.
Okay. Meaning using social media?
Yeah.
And how do you feel about that?
Kind of restricted, I guess.
Do you believe, knowing yourself, that she should trust you more?
Maybe.
Maybe.
Yeah.
What do you think about social media?
I mean, it's fine, but there's like some stuff that gets over exaggerated, or like trends that are like pretty pointless. Like some influencers are like just like normal people. Some of them are just pretty stupid because they only do it for like views or likes or whatever.
There could be junk on there, right?
Yeah.
Was there any, the way they were treating you, would you consider that bullying?
Yeah.
Yeah, right?
Yeah.
Was there any other experiences of bullying, maybe in elementary or junior high at all?
I mean, in middle school, I remember they used to make fun of me because of this thing right here in my hair.
What, that little widow's peak?
I don't know if you can see here.
Okay, what's wrong? Yeah, it's just like a widow's peak, right? Like a
Yeah.
little point.
Yeah.
And would you also get physical and violent, or
No.
would it bother you?
Yeah.
Yeah. What about friends? Do you have much friends? Do you have anybody, like siblings? Do you have anybody you trust in this world?
Not really.
No? Why not? Why do you find it hard to fit in?
I don't know. Maybe because I'm different.
And I think, my opinion, I think different is, who wants to be like some other people, right?
Yeah.
Like, my advice is don't worry. There's gonna be good times. You're still very young. You're 19, right?
Yeah.
There's so much life left. There's gonna be points where I think the ones that are different, as they get older, that difference benefits them, right?
Yeah.
Because people, like you said, they follow the trends, you know. But you're different. You think the way you think is different?
Maybe. Yeah.
Like, what do you find important in the world? Like, what do you think is worth? Like, because you're very smart. You talked about these pointless trends.
I think that you're happy, I guess. That you're like peaceful or happy.
Do you struggle with negative thoughts?
Yeah, sometimes.
And when is it just your point of view of the world? Like, do you feel like because how they were treating you in high school, it made you untrustworthy? I mean, untrustful towards the world?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Pretty much.
Would you say you're a happy person?
Kind of. There's some stuff that I enjoy and some stuff I don't enjoy, so it's basically like almost balanced out.
Well, I think happiness should outweigh loneliness, right?
Yeah.
I don't think there should be a compromise there. I think the more happier we are, the better for ourselves and society. You know?
Yeah.
I believe that, you know, these negative thoughts will pass, you know? Try not to cling to them, you know? Try to find, so we're going to school, right? I met you here at university. What are you aiming for? You have some
Oh yeah, my major is computer science.
computer science.
So basically, I plan to get my associate's degree right here at Rio Hondo.
Okay.
And after getting my associates, I plan to like possibly transfer to CSU, most likely Cal State LA.
Okay.
It's the most accessible option for me.
Yeah, I take the 910. It's the metro, the
Yeah.
silver bus.
Yeah.
It's like a long bus. Yeah, there's a stop right there. I see a lot of students get on and off there all the
I take the
time.
bus a lot.
It goes on the freeway, right?
Yeah.
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 Goes by.
Yeah, I know about like buses and that kind of stuff.
Yeah, I just got a car, man, but I miss taking the bus. You get a car, it's a responsibility. You gotta pay for the gas. You gotta watch out other drivers.
And you get to like relax.
Yeah, and then you see people on the bus. See a lot of different faces, different people, look different, live different, right?
Yeah.
You can see little like just, I don't know, when you drive, you miss a lot of things, you know?
Yeah.
I don't know, I just like being around people. 'Cause I'm alone a lot, so whenever I get a chance to be around people, I like it. So I think it's my favorite part of school, actually, and learning new stuff. Why computer science?
Well, basically, since I'm pretty like interested in like coding and stuff, maybe that's one of my reasons why.
Do you have experience with coding?
Yeah,
Yeah,
I did some coding back in high school.
awesome. And you really enjoyed it?
Yeah.
So, you said that you were different, right?
Yeah.
Not to be specific, but what makes you different than other people?
Possibly the sometimes the clothes I wear.
I actually like the clothes you wear.
Ye-
I never told you that, but I like how you dress with the scarf and
Yeah, because basically, like, I remember in middle school there was this one kid who once like made fun of me because I didn't have like Nike shoes.
oh, because of your shoes?
Yeah,
And how did that make you feel?
kind of upset, but later I just got over it.
Were other kids laughing at you just because they thought it was funny? That usually happens,
I
right?
don't actually kind of remember. I just remember that.
It made you feel shitty inside, right?
Yeah.
It made you feel bad about yourself. Yeah, I was humiliated too in school, bro. I was bullied for the way I look. Yeah, it makes you feel crappy, bro.
Yeah.
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 It makes you mad, but what makes you mad is like the embarrassment feeling, like feeling humiliated.
Yeah.
That's the worst part about it. You feel like the whole world's laughing at you.
Yeah. It
Even now.
basically came to a point like in senior year where I almost can I say this on camera?
Go for it. I mean, it's up to you. Remember, if something,
I almost off myself.
how?
So basically, I was just like leaning over like one of the balconies at my school. And basically, I was deciding if I wanted to like jump or not.
Jump?
Yeah.
And what stopped you from jumping?
Well, basically, I was about to graduate.
So you,
Because
so
it was like a few days before graduation.
and was there things happening at that particular, like within that time, whether within that same month, that same week, the words, these bullies were still affecting you, or was it?
Yeah. Also because I had told a girl that I liked her.
You told a girl you liked her?
Yeah, but she said I guess she said no, and that she had a boyfriend, even though I once asked her and she said she didn't,
She didn't have one.
and then she told me that she already told me she did like the day before, but it wasn't true at all because I never heard anything about that day before.
So you think maybe would you rather have her told you the truth? Maybe like,
Yeah.
it's okay.
Yeah.
I don't see you that way. Would you rather her have said that?
Yeah, like I would have rather just be honest and that I just see you as a friend or something else.
Right. You just felt like she was lying to you.
Yeah.
That'd make you feel good.
Or at least said thank you because I had like written like a letter to her.
Okay. Oh, thank you for the letter as well.
Yeah.
Was that letter, what did it say in the letter? Was it like kind of romantic, poetic, or was it?
Kind of poetic.
Yeah. You don't think you were crossed the line at all in that letter? No.
No, I never mentioned anything that went to
Like sexual or nothing?
Oh no, definitely no.
Okay. It was just how you felt, right?
Yeah, and it was like got to do with us. We were gonna like part ways.
Oh, because you were just about to graduate, so
Yeah,
right, right. And you had known her for how many years? Like throughout school?
2 years.
Yeah, it's a long time.
Yeah,
Yeah, I remember that. You make me remember that high school. How you were gonna move on.
yeah,
The same students, classmates you would see every day, you weren't gonna see them anymore.
yeah,
So you that's yeah. So you wrote it out of like a kindness of a friendship, but you told her how you felt about her.
yeah.
Um, man, do you still struggle with suicidal thoughts?
Well,
I do.
right now I'm getting like kind of like counseling.
Okay, that's good.
Yeah.
And how's that helping you?
And basically, one thing that probably made me stop having those like thoughts was basically because that day that one of the teachers found me. So then they took me to like the main office at the campus.
Hmm.
So they basically like called up police and they came over, and then after they talked with like the principal and the teacher, and I talked to like the psychologist from that school. They then the police officer, like there were two of them, came and told me that they were have to take me to a doctor, and it basically was but it was actually a mental hospital that I was
Yeah.
taken to.
How long were you there
What?
in the hospital?
For 3 days.
For 3 days?
Was when I got there. They basically told me that I was going to be there for at least 72 hours on watch, I guess.
Do you have moments, or would you consider yourself lonely?
Yeah,
How do you spend your time? Do you watch TV? Do
yeah. I watch YouTube.
YouTube?
Yeah.
What do you think about people? What do you think overall? Do they bother you? Do they annoy you? Do you think people are amazing? Do you?
Some are annoying. Some are like amazing. Like so far, no one has like bullied me. Thankfully, here at Rio Hondo.
Yeah.
And I kind of see why that doesn't happen anymore, because obviously we're in college, so people are older here and more mature, so that's why.
Right. Right.
And that's basically good.
Yeah. So, was there a point where like I can't wait till high school's over, so I don't have to be around these
Yeah.
mean people
Yeah, all the time during that time.
all the time?
Yeah.
So would you like dread going to school sometimes, or dread having to pass by them, or be like in your head,
Yeah.
please don't say nothing about me, please don't say nothing about me? Yeah.
Yeah, a lot.
A lot. And so you would tell your mom what was going on, right?
Yeah.
Do you feel like she didn't understand, like how much it was really affecting you?
Yeah, she just basically told me to ignore them.
But it's
And
hard to
that's-
do that, right?
Yeah, and that's basically what I did, ignore them. But sometimes it will get to like a point where I just couldn't take anymore and just like lash out at them.
And what would you do, if you don't mind?
Like shove them or like try to punch them in the face.
Right, because you can only take so much, right?
Yeah.
Man, I wish there was somebody there that would have stood up for you. Did you ever wish somebody stood up for you?
Yeah.
Yeah?
It seems that didn't seem to care.
No? Again,
Even some of my friends
yeah.
just let it happen.
You think they were afraid, or they just weren't real friends?
I'm not sure.
Not sure. We try to be forgiving, you know. We try not to.
Or sometimes I would talk to that girl who was kind of my friend, but sometimes she would just like laugh about it.
Not understanding, right? Just
Yeah.
like, oh, it's not a big deal, right? People, because they
Yeah.
don't feel it. They don't
Yeah.
feel the loneliness that humiliation brings, or feeling like put on the spot. You know, everybody's laughing.
Yeah.
You look around, and I'm sure you might struggle today. You might hear people laughing in class and wondering if they're laughing at you or something.
Yeah, but I basically like learn to ignore it.
Yeah. Well, sometimes we we get the wrong idea, right?
Yeah.
But one thing people don't understand, and what I want to tell you, try to see that you see the world differently, right?
Yeah.
Do you feel when somebody's getting made fun of, not you, if you witness somebody getting made fun of, how will you respond? In a sense, like, what do you think about it? Will you join in and laugh, or do you find yourself to be more compassionate for that person?
I would try to stop that.
Stop it, right?
Yeah.
So I think you experiencing that type of feeling, you'll look at someone else who is going through it, and you'll have like a heart towards that person, right?
Yeah.
You'll understand that person. So that's kind of me. So I feel like that makes me a really good person because of what I went through. So I think, talks loud, but I think you gotta remember that. Remember what the battles you went through and you survived, bro.
Yeah.
You were gonna jump off. You were gonna kill yourself. But you found a way, something to keep you going. Dude, trust me, dude. I've liked women before. They didn't like me. It happens today, dude. You know, like, I'm like, man, why did she like that guy? You know, he just seems like, what is she seeing him, you know? But as I understand the women's perspective, they want somebody that can take care of them financially, you know?
Yeah.
But I just feel like the right one's gonna come if I just
Yeah.
don't take my own life into my own
My personal
hands.
opinion about women is that I think a lot of women just want men for money.
For like shelter, right?
Yeah, for money.
Survival, shelter and food.
But they basically like just want like expensive stuff, like handbags or like I don't know, expensive clothes, that kind of stuff.
Not all of them, though. Do you think all of them?
A lot, I guess.
A lot, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, you're right. There is definitely
Or basically
women
some
like
of
that.
them are like too controlling of let's say their boyfriend, and sometimes they might even like try to make sure they don't talk to any other girls because they talk to like another girl, even at just like a friend or just a random like let's say at the store, if they just talk to the cashier, they just see it as like they're flirting with them and they're gonna like cheat on them.
Insecure, right?
Yeah. But sometimes those same women will like try to like date or like see other men behind their backs.
Hypocrites, right?
Yeah. And then when they get caught, they usually like blame the boyfriend for not loving her enough.
Where do you see this situation occur? Because you're right. I've seen that before. You've seen that occur before?
Yeah.
That's a very descriptive situation you just discussed. Okay. Do you, if you found a girlfriend you liked and you guys started a relationship, what are some maybe difficulties you would have? Jealousy, anger issues. Nobody's perfect, right? You talk to any couples, they're like, well, sometimes he's grumpy, or sometimes she kind of doesn't like. Her mood changes when she might be a little jealous. Like, do you have any insecurities?
Like for me,
Yeah.
like when I date other people.
Or do you feel like if you had a girlfriend, you would be more chill, you'd be more understanding? What do you think? Because I get jealous. I'm not gonna lie. I'm a jealous guy.
I mean, if I see my girlfriend, for example, like talking to some other guy, I wouldn't like think too much of it.
You wouldn't?
Unless if they're friends, but in a way that if they're friends, that's fine. But if they're like kind of like very like kind of like getting a bit affectionate,
Right.
then
There's a
that's
line.
when I start like seeing something.
Yeah, right. So you're logical.
Yeah. Yeah.
You don't look at nobody, look down.
Yeah.
Don't say nothing, don't say hi, That's pretty
Like,
controlling.
I mean, if my girlfriend has like guy friends, that's fine with me,
Yeah. Okay.
as long as it stays within the fact that they're just like friends and nothing else.
Right. I love beauty. I think women are beautiful. Some of my favorite things about women are their hair. I like their hands and their feet. I like when they put their hair up and I can see their neck. I mean, there's a commonalities to all men. They like, the women's, their bodies, right? I love a woman's smile. I love her laugh. I love when she's thoughtful. Share some things that you, in particular, like about females.
Their body, their eyes.
Their eyes. I didn't mention that.
Like, I especially like kind of like, especially if they're like pretty kind.
And they're kind.
Yeah.
What makes a woman kind?
That she's always there to listen to you, and that she's open to like sharing your problems with you, and that she's okay with like hearing your own opinions or your own problems without judging you.
Yeah, wanting to love you for you.
Yeah.
Yeah, what would men be without women, right?
Yeah.
That's awesome, bro. So in, let's say 5 years, where would you hope to be?
Well, 5 years I hope to like be at Cal State LA studying to like get my bachelor's in computer science.
Okay.
Probably maybe have a girlfriend by then and a job, an internship in like that field.
Yeah. I think definitely be patient when it comes to love, right?
Yeah.
I like that you went to tell the female how you felt, right? You wrote a letter. You might have even told her. But just know, like, that's confidence. It takes courage. I'm sure it took a while to build up courage, right? To let the woman know.
Yeah.
Keep trying, dude. But just understand that, okay, that's just not the one, right?
Yeah.
Just keep trying. Trust me. Keep trying. But in a respectful way, right? And always keep it respectful and understand, okay, she has a boyfriend, or she says no, or she might have lied to me. Like, you should just get used to that feeling, right?
Yeah.
The rejection only comes because we made an attempt. But we will never know if we never made the attempt, right? We'll never know if we never gave it a shot. Remember, this is a small school. Hey, you're gonna go to a university, there's more females there, a lot more options. Just treat them all nice.
Yeah.
Hey, okay, hey, you don't see me as that, but I'm still gonna keep you as a friend because I have a goal. I have a goal to be educated. I have a goal to find a job. I have a goal for a career.
Yeah.
Right? That's what you're telling me. And so.
And one more thing, when you're like with someone, be careful if you're like still in college, like wear protection.
Okay, yeah, exactly. Protect yourself, right?
Yeah.
Why do you think protection is important? Some people might have multiple relationships, right?
Yeah.
Sleep around or something?
Yeah, sleep around.
Or because of pregnancy?
Yeah, also that, because basically you don't want to like take care of a kid, or like being forced to like drop out of college to like take care of a kid you had.
Yeah, right. It's a very big responsibility, man.
Yeah.
You want to have a career, you want to have a good life. You want to travel at all? Is there any places if you had the money today, you would like to go?
Yeah, I would basically want to travel like many places. Like, want to go to like Tokyo one day.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Do you look back on that time where you really felt low and you were thinking about jumping? Or do you look back and say, thank God I didn't do it?
Yeah.
It's good to reflect. Don't dwell on those. Don't be like, oh, don't keep the idea to do it, but look back, like, see the bright side. Like, I'm glad I didn't do it. Dude, you're still young. 19 is very young, dude. You're still developing. I know those kids hurt you. They made you feel less than. But honestly, they're gonna grow old and they're gonna think about you. And if they survive, right? Or if something might happen to them, or if they never change, the world, like, you know how you finally, you hurt them?
What?
Someone, like, you know how like you couldn't hold it in and you exploded?
Yeah.
One day, if they keep messing with people like that, someone might really hurt them. You understand?
Or even in their life.
Right. So the thing is we don't wish that on them, but just know that you were the victim in that situation.
Yeah.
So I don't know. One day they might be in a bad situation where they're not educated, right? They didn't go to school because they wanted to mess around. They wanted to be followers. Follow the crowd that makes fun of people. Follow the crowd that does drugs. Follow the crowd that doesn't get nowhere.
That vapes at a very young age.
That vapes, right?
Yeah.
And so they're seeing things. You know, they go home. They have parents that might be hurting them with words. You know, so they go and hurt other people with the words. So I just want you to know it's nothing. Dude, it's good to be different, all right? Just do it. You're gonna realize, be like, man, I look back on the time where I let those words affect me so much, and I can't change it. It's just part of life. But I'm glad that I didn't do something stupid to hurt somebody, or I definitely didn't take my own life into my own hands, you know?
Yeah.
Dude, keep learning. I know you answer a lot of questions in class that shows that you're smart and information is being fed to you. You're able to retain it. And you sit there and think about those things. So I hear, you know, they say women mature faster than men, but a lot of women are here, they're young ladies, right? You guys are only 19, 18. There's some immaturity there, you know?
Yeah.
They don't understand either. They're over there chasing young boys who are following these silly things on the internet, the culture, certain haircuts, certain ways to dress, certain ways to live, vaping, getting high, drinking.
And I kind of don't like the fact that some women will not like date a guy because they use an Android phone.
An Android phone? Yeah, it's silly, right?
Yeah.
That's so funny you bring that up. Because they use an Android phone, they don't want to be with them?
Yeah. Or when you ask for their number and you take out an Android phone, they like be like you and like just walk away or end up like taking back and say no.
You know how what you tell yourself? She wasn't the one for me. You want, like you said, you told me the one you like, a kind person, understanding, that is down to earth, right? Right?
Yeah.
So it's kind of loud, and you talk very, very soft, so it's kind of hard to hear you, which I love the way you speak, man. There's nothing wrong with that, right?
Yeah.
You have a very calm demeanor to you. It's good to be that way.
Yeah.
But last thing before we go, man, I appreciate the interview. If you ever want to do another one again, I'm down. All right?
Sure.
Don't be afraid to be yourself, never, all right?
Sure.
So one last time, your whole name again.
Jeremy Luis Martinez.
Jeremy Luis Martinez.
I'm 19, a student at Rio Hondo.
19, student at Rio Hondo College.
Yeah.
All right, Jeremy. Peace out, bud.
Thank you.